Howdy, welcome back. I've got a bunch of little trees I got to pot up. I've got my potting mix all mixed up that we already did last time. And I've got bilimbis and neem trees. Got some apples. Got all kinds of stuff I need to pot up, and I probably still don't have enough potting soil, but we'll do what we can. So what I've been doing is just taking a pot, throwing in some chunks of, I got a millipede on this one, throwing in some chunks of coconut down to the bottom. These two can go in their own pot. And that fills the pot up a little bit. In my book, Compost Everything, I talk about how I figured out back in Florida that I could take all kinds of junk, everything from like waste paper and old phone books and just random compost and sticks and logs and all kinds of things from the yard, use them to fill up a container most of the way, and then on top of that put a little nice layer of potting soil and turn around and plant right into it, and the plants never noticed the difference, and I was actually composting at the same time. And I've had people write and say, hey, that really works. It surprised me too, but it works really nicely, and it allows you to not have to buy so much soil. If you have a big container that you want to fill up, you just stuff it with a bunch of other bits and pieces that are going to break down slowly, that are not too stinky or nitrogenous. Like high carbon stuff is good. Chunks of log, chunks of stick, old leaves, paper, that kind of thing. You just stuff up the bottom of it, making sure that it's still going to drain. It's got to have some looseness to it. And then pot up on top. I just potted a skin up tree, which I found in the compost pile. Skin up season is now over, but we're getting lots of little skin up trees popping up in all of our compost. These are neem trees. I've got 3 of them here. These are from the video where I showed you we started the neem, and it's time to pot those suckers up. That's the way you take up most of a pot. Eh? Yeah, look at that. They don't care. They'll wrap their roots in and around and all over that mess. I should probably break these coconuts in half, but I'm feeling a little lazy. Trees don't care, I don't care. Now remember what's in this potting mix. Seaweed, charcoal that's been soaked for a too short period of time in compost tea, old rotten cocoa nibs, chunks of corn cob, grit and some pebbles from the river, compost, some old trampled horse manure, and probably a couple of other things that I forget at the moment. I have 3 neem trees, at least 3 neem trees already potted up. So I might skip these 2 and stick them back in a can and pot up these bilimbi instead, because a couple of the bilimbi I potted up did not like being transplanted, and so they died, and I really want bilimbi. I worked really hard to get those bilimbi. Wandered the whole mountainside in search of bilimbi. So I'm going to pot these bilimbis up before I do any more neem, because I'm running out of potting soil already. I really thank God I have my hand back. It's such an amazing blessing. And even potting trees was almost impossible with my hand in a cast. It's crazy. Alright, I'm sticking both of these. This is a double bilimbi. Sticking both of them in here and just let them go. I don't want to pry them apart, because I think when we pried some of them apart before, that's what caused the root disturbance that killed them. So I'm just going to be real gentle, and if one of these starts to outgrow the other one, I'll just cut one of them down. Okay, check this out. This is a rooted noni, and you remember seeing the video of me propagating noni probably. So I'm gonna pot this baby up. Take a look at the, yeah, look at those roots. It's nice. Be real gentle with it. There we have skin ups, bilimbi, noni, neem, mealy apple. Got a soursop back there. Soursop, 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 bilimbi, another noni, that's a seedling one. A couple of cashews, coconut palm, fig. My pastor here gave me a rooted cutting off of his fig tree, and it's like quadrupled in size since he gave it to me. And then another cashew right here. Isn't that marvelous? It's a little plant nursery going. I sold my plant nursery when I left Florida. I had a actually moderately successful Florida edible plant nursery. And so this is just my own private nursery at this point. But it's coming along pretty good, and when we get a new property, I look forward to finding places to put these in my new food forest. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and catch me on the web at thesurvivalgardener.com. And until next time, may your thumbs always be green.